So was it really worth it moving our family from the UK to Thailand?
Today, no filter.
It really costs. That's what everybody wants to know. Let's talk about the money. So the pros are day-to-day costs, transportation, eating out. So as a family of 5, we can eat out for about £6 in the evening. Taking a scooter journey, which might cost £10 at home.
The cons to that, it's going to be expensive that you wouldn't afford. It was going to be expensive.
Way more.
For us as a family, they have to go to school, international school fees, healthcare costs. In the UK, we have the NHS. This is a new cost for us.
Some imported goods we found are really expensive. So we found a normal sliced cheese that we would buy at home, about £2.50 at home. It's just a sliced cheddar, nothing fancy. But then it was something crazy like £8 here, impossible.
In Thailand, it is sunny majority of the time, about between 30 and 40. Even during rainy season, it's been hot every single day.
I'm looking outside.
If it does rain, it's for about an hour. It is heavy tropical rain. Generally, all the time it is sunny, it's beautiful. I'm in a string vest.
Yeah, so the only con I would say during the day when it's high sun can just be a lot if you're not inside or in the shade. Keeping the kids inside in up until maybe 4 o'clock, or just trying to go somewhere that's air conditioned has really made that manageable for us, especially for the younger ones. It's just a bit too much. And also the humidity, especially during the rainy season. I'm not a massive fan of humidity because I believe that it brings the mozzie.
It does bring the mosquitoes.
But in comparison to home, I just like the weather. That was one of the massive draws for us about coming here. I wouldn't say that the pace of life is necessarily slower, would you?
No, not really. It feels fast.
People are really busy, but I think on a day-to-day it has been slower for us because we're really taking our time to do the things that we need to do. We're not rushing. The heat plays a part in that as well.
I think it does. I think mornings feel quite long.
Yeah, and I think because we're up before everybody else, the mornings is where we really take time to, work out or do whatever work we need. So that's kind of like a long, slow morning, which is quite nice.
I really love that. Just waking up before the UK wakes up, doing everything that we need to do.
Yeah.
And then I think by the time the UK wake up, it's about 2 p.m.
Yep, so by the time we've checked in with the clinics, we've already done all the work we needed to do in the morning, and it just makes the day feel longer. I mean, I don't have any cons about that. Actually, it's a much better pace of life than we had at home. It is a slower pace of life than we had at home, because at home it was just boom, 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 we're rushing all the time.
The con is switching off.
That's massive for you.
So we're still in between 2 time zones. It's World Cup season, so I'm still trying to stay up.
And for me, I've locked off at 11 o'clock. I'm done. So if you need me, chat to me earlier.
Here in Bangkok, I think you can discover so many different types of food. I think a big must-have pro is a variety of food, whether you want to eat some street food, a Western restaurant, there is so many options.
I recently heard actually that if you wanted to eat in every single restaurant in Bangkok, it would take you 59 years.
What I really love about where we live, they have the local farmers that gone to go pick some fruit, and then they would come, park up, open up their van, and they've got all this fresh fruit all in bags for you to just take and enjoy. It's a kilo worth of oranges, apples, mangosteen.
We've eaten a lot more fruit since being here, because at home I feel like the fruit that we like, so the kids really like tropical fruit, mangoes, pineapples, it's super expensive at home. So in terms of it being relative, you can have the small pots of mango you might buy, the share size ones at home, which are maybe £4.50. You can literally buy that for £1 here. The kids love it. I'm super happy that they're eating more fresh fruit. If you are looking to go to a Western spot, then you need to be prepared to pay Western prices. I think there's a little bit of delusion about everything in Thailand is cheap. Not everything in Thailand is cheap. Anything international is not cheap. So depending on your budget, it takes a lot about where you might choose to eat stuff.
Yeah, you might be enjoying those home comforts, and we all like going to nice places, don't we?
Oh yeah, we love a nice spot.
We love a nice decor places, but there's going to be Western prices.
Yeah.
Be prepared. With Bangkok, there's so much temptation. The convenience of everything here can be a slippery slope, so you just have to watch out.
Is great about food here is takeaway is so convenient. So I feel like home, takeaway options are quite limited. Firstly, every single restaurant here does takeaway. Ordering in, it's not expensive to get it delivered. So even the street food prices, you can still get that on Grab, which is what they use instead of Uber Eats. Highly recommend that sometimes if you can't really bother to cook, because we haven't really done any cooking.
Yeah, even if you're a smoker, you can get the smoke delivered to you.
That's crazy. One of the reasons that we haven't done so much cooking, besides the fact that I'm enjoying having a break, the cost of groceries for what we know go of groceries, so things that I'd feel comfortable cooking, is then like international stuff. So actually when you weigh it up, it doesn't make sense to go and buy the pasta sauce that you know, go and buy the chicken, etc. It's actually cheaper to order it pre-done and it's fresh.
And by the time you prepare the food, make the food, man, you could have gone downstairs and get that done.
And save some money.
Save some time.
So in terms of food, is there anything that you think the kids are missing?
Probably some cultural Nigerian food, maybe some jollof rice.
Some fried rice.
We are majority, probably like 80-90% of the time we are eating out street foods, Western food. I think the only con to that is sometimes you don't know what exactly is going into the food, maybe the amount of salt, maybe the amount of sugar. Because here in Thailand, they love sugar. They put sugar in everything.
That's a good point.
So that's one to be mindful of. Pro.
Building a new community. I'm really proud of us actually. We've really like put ourselves out there and we've gone to some events and we've met some really cool people. That's one thing about Bangkok. You're always going to meet cool people and people are so open to just having a chat and like sharing their experience while they're here, whether they're here for a long time or a short time. So we've made some really cool connections.
Yeah, you meet people who are just here on a holiday, but then you meet people who've actually made that move, leaving the US, leaving the UK, and they actually live here. So I like talking to these people, finding about their story, and it's
why,
quite
and
interesting.
why they came.
Why did you leave?
Yeah.
I always ask, you know, and it tends to be quite aligned. People in America, they'd be
This could be a whole other episode.
Yeah.
Why did you leave? One of the cons for me, I haven't really found that many English people yet. And I know that they are here. I found a lot of Americans and that's cool, but we're so different. It's beautiful, but I do look forward to maybe finding some English friends, finding like the Black British community as well.
Absolutely. Where you guys at?
And their humour.
different.
It's hilarious.
It's so funny.
I can be listening to a conversation and I'm just laughing.
Yeah, I think their perspective and view on things is just so different. Wow, that's really ballsy. I would never really think that way. Maybe because British people were more polite, or
A little bit more reserved.
But we want to try and find like somebody who like fits our vibe. Some cons.
I'm used to seeing grandparents at least once a week.
It kind of feels like a holiday kind of vibe.
Yeah, for sure, because we're used to travelling for about 3 weeks when we do come on holiday anyway, so that homesickness feeling
I don't really have
hasn't
that.
happened yet.
Nah, ask me again in 6 months, in
Yeah,
a year's
yeah,
time,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll be like, oh my god. Now, currently we're good, but you know, in this day and age as well, you just pick up the phone, FaceTime. Hey mom, how you doing? Hey dad, you're missing your peoples. This is my brother's birthday. I've never missed my brother's birthday, and so like, oh my gosh, this is the impasse. With my friends are going to cool events. I can't be in attendance.
Pro is Bangkok literally has some of the best hospitals in the whole world. So at home we were using NHS, but we also had Bupa. So we have kind of been paying for private medical for maybe the last few years. I'm always like warrior. If something happens, I would just want to know that we can see a doctor today. The con is it's expensive.
Coming here, you would need to find a level of healthcare for yourselves and your family.
It's nothing for free here in terms of medical, so you need to make sure that you're covered, whether that's, you know, inpatient only or outpatient. That's as per your budget. I'm sure we'll do like another whole video about like healthcare and what we've chosen to suit our family, just to make us all feel comfortable. But like a ballpark figure, you're probably looking at a minimum about 300 for a family of 5. Bangkok literally has so many schooling options. Just in a nutshell, that you have the Thai schools, you must be Thai to go. Bilingual schools, that's a mixture of Thai and English. I decided to go for an international school, which means that it's a private school. It's a pro in the sense of like the education that they get seems way better than what they're getting at home. The massive pro for us is that he's going to a British curriculum school.
Yeah,
So-
I think we decided on that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You never know what the future holds. The UK is our home.
It's also
where
what we know.
Reside. You know, it's what we know.
It's what we understand.
I can't tell you about the American curriculum or Australia.
I don't know what GPA is.
I want him to just swiftly just go back into that system.
I think we'll do schooling as like another whole video.
I might just leave you to it.
I know you're going to leave me to it, because otherwise you'll be in the back like,
Do you know what? There's certain things that I do care about, obviously.
Oh no, of course. It's not that you don't care, you just don't care to research. So what would you say is a con besides the cost?
Is this school the right fit for your child?
Yeah.
Or look into the curriculum, their values, facilities, the size of the classroom, just how many children. Back home we were so used to like 1 to 30. Are they more academic? Are they more of an outside kid into sports? How do they learn? All of these things you just need to consider.
People are really really welcoming. They're very accepting of like come as you are.
Yeah.
One of the main things that people always like kind of ask that maybe don't know about Thailand is like, is it racist? So what's your experience?
I haven't seen any type or felt any type of racism.
Yeah.
Not at all. I've
Yeah.
heard stories where people have gone to other parts of Southeast Asia. They've got maybe more stares, maybe just people more curious because they've just never seen somebody black in their face.
But not here in Bangkok.
People mind their business.
It's so multicultural here. It really is such a mixture. Yes, there's expats such as us, like Brits, Americans, Canadians,
Australian.
Japanese,
Yeah.
Korean. I think that's one of the things that makes it really beautiful.
Any pros on that?
I feel like people appreciate it when you try. And for a while, I was really getting hello and thank you mixed up. I was just so overwhelmed. Don't know if I'm ever going to be able to read it, if I'm honest.
For us as a family, just showing our children a new culture, a new way of life, I think that is going to be so enriching for their life. They can imagine the friends that they're going to meet, the bonds and all of this stuff that they can take into adulthood.
Yeah, specifically language, they will be doing Thai 4 times a week, so I think that will be really nice for him to just, you know what they're like when they're little, they just soak it up, don't they? He'll probably be teaching us before we know it.
Absolutely. Give him a year and he's going to be telling me how to say things. No, Daddy, you're not pronouncing it right. Look, in terms of cons, obviously there's some day-to-day struggle. However, I don't think it's the end of the world.
We live in the city and we live in quite an expat heavy area. Most things are kind of translated, so there's not really that day-to-day friction. Like, for example, if you're at a cafe and you want to order something, actually the menu probably isn't in English. But I would be interested to see, I imagine when we go to places which are a bit more rural, that then it might become a little bit more tricky. But we've got Google Translate and AI, you can do it like instantly now.
So you type that into ChatGPT real quick. So, Thailand, there is so much to do, and to go outside, find something to do, whether you're going into a pool, if you're going to a
play area. So it really does limit the activities that we've got to do as a family.
Oh my gosh, especially where we lived as well. We lived on the suburbs, putting on your wellies and going to splash in the mud. You know, you could go soft play.
If we're talking about activities here, I would say that like the facilities are cleaner and newer. One con of the climate here is that Bangkok has quite high levels of pollution, especially during the dry season. Either choose to stay inside, or you can go to like cafes and play spaces where they purify the air.
Yep.
So you know that it's going to be safe, especially for little lungs. We're a little bit bigger, but I think for the little ones, it's especially good to just be mindful of that. And the schools are mindful as well, and they limit maybe the outside time during these periods.
Yeah. So the big question is, would we go back to the UK? Considering it's only been 3 weeks, we're enjoying the sunshine, our kids are happier, we're going outside.
We're spending more time together.
We're eating cleaner.
We're seeing different experiences.
Traded in my car, so I'm walking more, I'm hitting the gym, I'm learning a new skill in Muay Thai. Yeah, we are loving life here in Bangkok.
Yeah, so
Thailand.
right now it's a no, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, we're missing family, we're missing our friends, all of this, absolutely.
Life's going to have changed a lot in 6 months, but for now, it's a no from me.
Staying in the land of smiles. So anyways, thanks for watching everyone. Comment below. Maybe you've got some tips for us.
Bye.